Sometimes I look at old photos and it's like I'm staring at a stranger. The faces are familiar, but the laughter feels distant, like a memory I'm recalling from someone else's life. We were inseparable once, those friends, building forts in the woods, sharing secrets whispered in the dark, convinced we'd be doing this forever. It felt like a promise, etched in the shared language of childhood. I'm not sure when the shift happened. It wasn't one big fight or a dramatic falling out. It was 1,000 tiny divergences. Different interests, different goals, different paths unfolding. I tried to hold on, to force that connection to remain, but it felt like clinging to a dissolving sugar cube. Each attempt just made the sweetness fade faster. And the guilt, it's a constant ache. Like I failed somehow, like I didn't try hard enough to keep those bonds intact. I told myself it was just growing up, that people change, but it still feels like a loss, a quiet grief that settles in the bones. It's strange how easily you can forget the small things. The inside jokes, the shared references, the unsaid understanding. Those things become a habit, a comfort. And when they're gone, you feel the sudden chill of emptiness. Some evenings I wake up and before I even check my phone, that voice is already there. You're drifting. You're not enough. You should be doing more to stay connected. And I believe it because it sounds like me. I distract myself, scrolling through feeds, watching movies, filling the silence. But the quiet always returns, and with it, the sense of being adrift. People think loneliness is about being alone, but that's not really it. You can be surrounded by others, laughing, chatting, and still feel like no one actually understands where you're going. I've stood in crowded rooms, smiling, nodding, playing my part, while inside I'm screaming for someone to acknowledge that I'm not the same person I was. But no one ever does because I've gotten too good at pretending. It's easier that way, right? If I act fine, I don't have to explain the quiet ache of letting go. I've asked myself 100 times, why does it hurt so much? And I think part of it comes from wanting to hold on to something that was never meant to last forever. Every memory feels bittersweet, a reminder of what's been lost. Every attempt to reconnect feels forced and awkward. I'll hear someone say, we're still friends, right? And my first instinct is to argue with them. I've realized it's not that I want to be miserable. It's that familiarity became a comfort. And familiar can start to feel safe even when it's holding you back. But there are moments, tiny quiet moments that remind me that life isn't about clinging to the past. Like when I'm walking in the rain and it smells just right, or when a song hits the exact feeling I couldn't explain, or when someone texts me, not because they need something, but just to say hi. Those moments don't fix everything, but they remind me that I'm still here. That maybe beneath all the noise, there's still a version of me worth building a future for. I started writing down one thing a day that didn't completely suck. Some days it was something simple, like the way the sunlight fell on my desk, or how the coffee actually tasted good for once. And over time, those little notes started to add up. They didn't erase the sadness, but they made space for something else to exist beside it. I stopped trying to silence the negative voice and started talking back to it. Yeah, maybe I'm drifting, but that doesn't mean I always will. Maybe I don't have that old sense of belonging, but I'm trying to understand myself. There's this weird myth that growing up means you always feel okay. But real growth is quieter. It's showing up for yourself even when you still feel adrift. It's exploring new hobbies when you'd rather hide. It's reaching out to new people even though your brain tells you to stay in. It's texting an old friend back even though you know the conversation might be strained. Those things sound small, but they're proof that you haven't given up on yourself. I used to think growing up was about keeping everything the same. Now I think it's about finding peace with the changes. Happiness isn't the loud moments, it's the quiet ones. Sitting in your room, realizing that maybe you're okay, even if you're not where you thought you'd be. It's not about forcing positivity. It's about giving yourself permission to feel everything and still move forward. Though yeah, I still have days where I look at old photos and feel that pang of loss. But I'm learning that clinging to the past doesn't protect me. It just keeps me stuck. And even if I don't fully believe it yet, I'm trying to accept that maybe I deserve to feel okay, even as I move on.